for joining me on an afternoon roundup. Regulators, it's time to round them up. Y'all ready? What I have in my hand is a baba. This would be our baba. And I'm going to walk out and we're going to feed Caroline first, take care of her and her needs. And then whenever we get back, we're going to walk in there with those horses, put them into their stalls, and I would love to have you guys come along with me. At some point, we'll walk up and we'll feed our birds, give them a snack here before bed, and it would be a real pleasure to have you guys join me on these little ventures. I'll also turn on my waters and take care of all of those needs, and we're going to do it all together. So thank you all. Hey, let me wipe off my lens. It looks like I have a glare. Now, that may just be the angle of the sun. I do believe it's just the angle of the sun that's going to put a little bit of a hindrance on us. But, you know, I can't control that, friends. I cannot control that. Let me grab this here, and I'll put that on my hand to remind me that I have water running, okay? We don't want to forget that. Hey, I'll be back to feed you guys in a bit. I'm going to take care of Caroline first, if you don't mind. All righty? I promise I'll be back. So I'm gonna expedite this entire thing by getting me a water trough to fill in, and then we'll get the side-by-side a running. We'll get down to do a milking, a feeding. We'll go down and do a feeding, and then we'll come back. You guys know what I'm saying. I'm having a little fun with words here. Now, I'm not trying to make you dizzy, but I am taking you along with me. There's a lot of people who love the POV, the first person point of view videos. Now, there's also just as many who can't stand it like this because you get dizzy too easy. But when you do chores with me, it's very seldom I'm going to throw you into a tripod. That's not my style, y'all. That's just not my style to throw you into a tripod and say, watch from a distance. No, 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 no. If I have to get up in harm's way, I want you with me. If I have to get all into the mix, I want you all with me, okay? So, come on. Don't chicken out. Join me. I said I'll be back in a few minutes for you guys. Y'all can all just settle down until I get back. We're going to grab the side-by-side over here, and we'll be taking it down to find and then to feed Caroline. So, cannot say for sure. It's no guarantee, but we're hoping that Jamie will be headed back at some point this week. Oh, Connie, I have to address something. I got a handwritten letter from Miss Connie. And Connie goes, do not read this on a live, but please answer my question on a live. I'm like, okay, hold on. So I cannot read the letter on the live, but she asked me politely to answer her question on a live. Don't quite get that one, but whatever. Connie wants to know, do we have any places around here that you can sit outside, listen to bands, possibly grab your partner and dance? And she says because where she lives, they have those things all over the place. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you right now, I bet you that Connie lives in a part of the country that has weather that's conducive to sitting outdoors and hearing a band and enjoying dancing with a partner. Because where we live, you don't really get a lot of days where you want to sit outside, okay? So, Miss Connie, the answer to your question is, of course, we have places like that, but they're seasonal. All right, they're just going to be seasonal. Where's Caroline? How come I see a lot of calves running around, but I don't see my sweet Caroline? Oh, well, no, that's Sir Scotty. There's Kirk. There's Libby. I'm not trying to oh, okay. I think I see Caroline down in the ditch with Loretta. I think I see her literally down in the ditch with Loretta. Ask me why. There she is with Loretta in the ditch. Caroline is in the dry creek. Hey, everybody. Look at my Caroline in the dry creek, hanging out in the dry creek. Look at that new baby. Y'all, look at that new baby right there. Come over here, Caroline. Come over here, sweetie. We're going to give you a baba over here. She does not even look that hungry, though. Look how much bigger Emperor it is. Come here, sweet baby. Let's eat. How about we eat over here? Come here. How about we eat and let everybody look at you? Let them look at you. Oh, no, here comes Loretta. Loretta, do not mess with us. Loretta, do not mess with us. We do not want to be messed with, Loretta. We're trying to get our baba in, okay? We love you, Loretta. But we don't want to be messed with, please. Not while we're eating. Right, sweetie? You want to get your baba in first? I'm going to tell y'all, I think that we're about at 2 a day with her. 2 a days. Don't you mess with my phone. Loretta? Loretta Lynn Morrow. Loretta Lynn Morrow. Get away from my phone. Stop licking it. Loretta Lynn Morrow. I'm not playing with you. I am not. Oh, boy. Okay, I was just joking, baby. I was just joking. Just joking, Loretta. You know me. I'm all full of jokes. I just like to play around. I just like to play, Loretta. I'm just playing. Reba, don't even think about it. I am caught myself between a rock and a hard place. Oh, no. Here comes Pearl. Here comes Pearl. Oh, boy. All right, everyone, just help yourself to my phone. Go ahead. Can y'all see that baby behind us? Look at that little munchkin. Look at that little thing. Hey, little thing. Hey, little thing. You're a little tiny munchkin. Y'all settle down. I hope that you'll all just settle it down. Oh, Dolly, can y'all see? Dolly's loving that baby. What a cutie. Oh boy, here comes Ruby Sue and the whole gang. Are you done? Are you about done? I am in a real pickle here. Reba, you be... Hey, everybody. You done. You've already had your whole bottle. Oh. Well, hey, folks. Hi to hello. Okay, so everyone's asking for muffins. We can accommodate muffins. Let me grab them and jump back on my side-by-side with them. Hi, Ruby. Okay, so all of you guys have come for a muffin, have you? Well, here you go, sweet Reba. One for you. Hey, Pearl. Here you go. One for you. Okay. Over here, Ruby Sue. We're going to go Titanic style. Well, if I had a kazoo right now. Libby thinks I'm nuts. They all think that I'm nuts. Why are you looking at me like that far? Why are you looking at me like that far, okay? I'm sorry, I'm just messing with y'all. Look at Jolene staring at me like, what in the world has gotten into this man? All right, this man's fine, okay? Now, if you're asking about that little girl's name, I promise, tomorrow is the video. Today, I forgot that I had to do that. Today, I forgot that I was supposed to play my advertisement. And thank you all for the very sweet compliments on my advertisement. Move out, I'm leaving. Move your head, love. baby, you're gonna really put my eye out with that thing. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna be able to work if I have only one eye. I need two eyes to be able to work efficiently around here. Oh, hi, Danny. So yes, I had forgotten that don't forget that I signed a 3-month contract with an agency where I'm sort of on their time schedules. And today I was supposed to put out my advertisement video for the Jackery. Hi, sweet baby. There you go. For that Jackery generator. And I did that on both channels. And then I promise I have a video about that baby right over there, and I will post that tomorrow. There you go, Loretta. Oh boy. Oh, golly gee, Whitaker. You already had some. You've already had so many muffins. Don't be swiping them horns at me. Move it. So you're getting a really good look here at a whole bunch of really awesome cows. There's babies, there's big cows. Guys, there's all kinds of cows, right? This is a really neat stuff. This is some really neat video right now. Hey, that's gonna hurt me. Sorry, darling. Oh, my darling. Here, hurry, get one and go. All right, thank you. Come on, Patsy, hurry. Patsy, walk on over here. I can't wait around. I'm not just gonna be able to sit around. You're gonna end up hurting somebody with them horns. No, ma'am, I've done giving you a muffin. I've done giving you a muffin. Now you've had one, that's all you need. Patsy, come over here. Come here, Patsy. Hurry up. Patsy, get your sister out of here. Oh, watch her eye. You're gonna watch out for her. Oh Lord, here we go again. That was a close one. Oh no, Pearl, you done had so many, sweetie. Pearl, you done had so many, babe. Look at that King Georgie. Look at King Georgie over here. He's such a cutie, King Georgie. I just want to snuggle King Georgie. King Georgie, you look so cute. He's like, I'm a king. Treat me as such. Stop calling me name, not Georgie. All right, King George. Here, hurry up. Come here, hurry. I know you didn't have one, but come on, hurry. I know you didn't have one, but come on. There you go. All right, let's go get my water. Let's go get my water, guys. We got water running, okay? I could stay longer, but we got water running. All right. Look, we barely missed it. We barely missed it. But I kind of like to overflow the water a little bit. Hey, who knows that? Who knows the answer to that? Why does Lester like to overflow the water a little bit? Who can answer that question? Who knows why I like to overflow the water just a little bit? So a lot of people are saying bugs, but I mean, I think that it could be better said to we want to skim. I like to skim the water, and that not only gets rid of any of the bugs, but also dirt, sand, grass, hay, all of the things that float on top of the water. When you let it skim just a little bit, they'll all push right off the side. So I don't mind letting it skim for a second or so. I don't want to waste a lot of water, which is what I've been guilty of. But I don't mind letting it skim just for a second or two, okay? And that does help keep our water a little bit cleaner, because here's the thing. If you don't skim that stuff off daily, then it will sink to the bottom. And then after a few days, you just have all kinds of grit and grime on the bottom of your water troughs. All right. So I don't mind having a little bit of an overflow for the skimming effect, if that makes any sense to you. I'm pretty sure it does. Guys, all of the cows look great. And then, like I was saying a minute ago, I do have a video, and I promise you, I'm saying yay. I have it scheduled to play tomorrow at noon. It's going to be the video about that baby, Dolly's baby. And it's going to be the video where we're going to start asking for your name ideas. So there have been a lot of people already suggesting names, and that's fine. We're not going to tell you you can't suggest a name. But tomorrow is the video that we're all going to be looking at. Me and the moderators are going to pick out what names appear to be showing themselves more and more. And then which names seem to be getting lots of attention, lots of likes. So if you have a name idea, tomorrow will be the video at noon that you'll want to stick that name on. And that's the one that we're going to be going to when we start looking for our naming ideas. And then what we'll do, well, I'll say this. At the end of tomorrow's video, towards the end, I have a little piece that teaches you how to find and how to use the community tab. And it's important that you know how to use it, because we're going to use that community tab to vote the next day. So by Wednesday, we will have an official name for that sweet little girl, and it will come down to the internet, which is you all right? So like I see, there's people over here right now wanting to call it Sweet Bunny. Okay, well, I'm telling you right now, I think it's very unlikely. I can tell you right now, guys, I think it's very unlikely we're going to call that baby Sweet Bunny. I'm not trying to say that you don't have wonderful ideas. You know what? I'm just going to not even... Okay, fine. You like Sweet Bunny? Well, if you find enough people, God forbid, if you find enough people who will agree with you that Sweet Bunny's the perfect name for her, then if that can win, then that wins. But we kind of like to have themes and like we like to sort of have kind of a theme behind our names, or a reason, a rhyme and a reason, if we can. But hey, I'm not making fun of it. It's fine. Oh, so anyway, what I was saying was, today I had to play my 2 videos for my Jackery generator sponsorship. And I want to say thank y'all for being so very kind to me in the comments. I wasn't expecting that. I'll be honest. I was not expecting you to be so kind. I know that when other creators, friends of mine, even Jamie, when they begin to do these sponsorships, what you usually see are comments that evolve around money hungry. You've become commercialized. All you want to do is sell. All you want to do is make money. You don't care about your animals. It's only about the dollar. And those were the kind of comments that I've been fearing all of this time when talking about possibly doing some branding ideas, because I didn't want to have to deal with those kind of comments. But I'll tell you, I think the fact that I was open with you and I talked to you so many times about it, my fears about doing it, my reservations about not wanting to sound commercialized, not wanting to sound like a robot, not wanting to have to like read a script and be like, today's video is sponsored by Jackery. Or, you know, I just did not want to be that guy. And I'll tell you, I really do think for the most part, you guys were very accepting, and I certainly appreciate that. Now, I do want to remind you of one thing. Sweet lady, big part of the channel, sends me a screenshot. She feels like she'd done a really sweet thing, and she went to the website, the Jackery website. And you know how sometimes on the website, it will say, how can I help you? And she typed in on the website, that she saw an ad on Lester Marrow's video, and she wanted to check out the products on the page or on the website. And so she was so excited whenever somebody answered her. And I says, oh, she sent me a screenshot of the reply. Guys, it's completely AI. And I said, sweetie, I said, sweet lady, I said, you're so kind, but just know that you're talking to a computer. That's not a real human who you're talking to. So listen, I just want you guys to hear it from the horse's mouth, okay? Me. You do not think you're doing, you do not have to do stuff like that. You don't have to go to the channel's website or to the product website. You don't have to buy anything. You're not going to help me one bit by contacting the sponsorship. And all I have to do, listen, I'm already in a contract. So I'm not asking you to buy anything. And I've even said before, if you get boarded out by seeing those advertisements, just skip them. Just skip it. I'm not even going to make you watch it. I'm not even asking you to watch it. But it will help me pay some bills around here. And as social media continues its decline, I'm going to continue to look for ways to be able to make ends meet. And it's always been my goal to never have to ask you guys for any kind of crowdfunding, because that's not what we want to do. There's occasions when we cannot afford a vet bill. What's that noise? I hear a chicken in distress. Do y'all hear that? I see chickens all over the place, and that's fine. It's not time to go to bed yet. But I thought I heard one with a different chirp, like a distressful type sound. But now it's gone away, so I think it's fine. Okay. All right, guys, it is now time to move into the horse pasture. So what we've done over here, we fed Sweet Caroline. We filled up our water troughs for the night. I've turned off my water faucet or the water outlet. I don't even know what you call that, the spigot, whatever. I turned that off. All the cows are fine, and they're all accounted for. I passed out a few muffins. Some of the cows are walking over to get a bite from the grain buggy. And they're going to slowly start making their way back up towards the area through here where they sleep overnight. All righty? Okay. So we've also talked about the advertisements on the channel today. I have to post a couple of YouTube shorts tomorrow. That's part of my contract. I have to also sometimes do a couple of short videos. So if you do watch YouTube shorts, then you'll see a whole lot faster paced. Hey, Roman, you'll see a whole lot faster paced video of the same thing. Pretty entertaining, I do believe. I think it's very entertaining. But that'll be a part of the YouTube shorts tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, the last part of my jackery contract is I have to post a video, a really short video on TikTok on Longhorn Lesters and on I'm a Survivor Sanctuary. Okay, now in saying so, if you don't mind us talking while we work, in saying so, there is a lot of fake TikToks out there. A lot of fake channels want to call themselves Longhorn Lesters. Guys, look at the TikTok, and you can tell very easily if it's mine or if it's not. Don't be fooled into joining a fake Longhorn Lester. I'm not even asking you to join TikTok. I don't even hardly use TikTok. But if you are going to go and play around with TikTok, at least join the right Longhorn Lester. I feel horrible for the 1,000 people or so who have joined the wrong Longhorn Lester just because of a name. because anybody can create that name. So you can easily see my TikToks have my content all over them. You'll see the number of views, the number of likes, and it's in the thousands. Rita, you don't have to do that, Rita. Guys, I'm sorry. She spooked me. I was just walking, looking at those pretty clouds, having this guy right here on my, look, he's like, don't forget the water. Do not forget that water. If you forget that water, you're an idiot. Do you gotta be so mean? If you forget that water, you're a real dumbass. I'm not gonna forget it. Golly gee. Guys, now this is where I would like to set you down. If you don't mind, for my own safety, could I please set you down here while I take care of my business, okay? I'm going to set you down. I'm gonna lean you against this food bucket, which will be turned upside down. Roman, keep walking, buddy. Roman, just keep on walking. I'm gonna lean you right there. And I'm gonna turn the water on. The lights on. Roman, I'm turning the lights on. Please do not touch that food bowl. Every night in my dreams, I hear you. That is how I know you live on. Roman, don't get here. Back up, sir. Roman, stop it. Hey, back it up, dude. Come on. Come on, guys. Go your rounds. Roman, where's your bowl? Where's your food bowl? You don't have a food bowl in there. Golly gee, Roman, you don't have a food bowl. Hold on, that's your own fault for having no food bowl. Stay there. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Come on, Stormy. Come on, Stormy. Why are your food bowls all over the place? Stormy, come on, Stormy. No. Back. Back it up. Back it up. Come on, Dallas. Come on, Dallas. Come on, Dallas, man. Go. You're Dallas. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. Go to your room. Here, back. Here. There you go. Go to your room. You have a room, now go to it. Ivy, go to help Russell find his room. What is that noise I'm hearing out here? Come on, let's go. Come on, everybody. Roman, I'm coming. Gemma, your room's over here. Come on, sweetie. Come on, Gemma. Roman, I'm coming. Hey, settle down. Golly gee. You're running. Come on. Let's go. Ivy and Bucky coming to your room. Come on. Come on. Come on, Bucky. Ivy. Bucky. Come on, Ivy. Come on, love. Bucky. Come on, Ivy. Come on. Come on, Ivy. Come on here. Here. There you go. Go on. Over there. Do that. No hand. No hand. No hand. Gemma, left. Go into it. Over here. Gemma, your room is over here. Come here. Come here, love. Come on. There. Look. Look. Come here. Look. There you go. All right. That is how you do it. There we go. That's how you do it. Woo! How about that, huh? How about that? So Roman had taken his food bowl and somehow walked out of his room with it, because I knew I had one that was out here that I let the little spare horse or the donkey use. But I don't know how Roman ended up getting his food bowl out of his room. Someone picked it up and carried it out of there. I did not do it. All right, so I have the horse water filling up over here. I'm going to walk over now and turn off this water trough filling up over in this barn. And then we'll only have one last water filling up, and I will turn that off as I open the stalls for the horses, okay? And then we'll know that all of our water troughs are full and ready for the night, okay? So we're just gonna knock this out very systematically. So yeah, what I was saying to you is that whenever you go to any, in this day and age, guys, there's so many fake pages. Hey, listen, I'm not making this up. If I were on my computer, I would show you, but I'm not. A lady says, I got an email from a lady, and she says, Lester, is this you? And it showed me it was a fake TikTok account. And I says, no. And she replied, she goes, I didn't think so. And she goes, I know that you're busy, but let me show you what the dialogue. And so the person on this TikTok must have gone into my TikTok and found the people who was following me. And then this person sent her a private message, a DM, a private message, okay? And he was flirting with her. And she says, I don't think this is really Lester. And this guy replies back and says, well, unless a goat has taken over my keyboard, it is Lester. With all of these little hearts and these little smiley, winky faces. And then she says, now remember, she's carrying on a conversation in a direct message with a complete stranger who is pretending to be me. And then she said, if it's really Lester, what was Maggie's partner's name? And all of a sudden, boop, ghosted. Ghosted. And that is what aroused her suspicions. Guys, don't you know that people will go to any length to try to find ways to get, first of all, into your heart, and eventually into your pocketbooks or into your private pics. Don't know the motives of everybody, okay? I cannot say the motives for everybody. But I hope you all know about our good friends over at the Arms family who got their account hacked. And for 6 months, every penny that Daniel earned was being sent to somebody over in Pakistan. Yes, for 6 months, he could not get paid because whoever was over in Pakistan was cashing all of his checks. They finally got that resolved, and I felt horrible to know that people can fall victim so easily. And then my own mother. Now, my mom and my dad are older, and older people are usually a whole lot more vulnerable to spammers and hackers and the sorts. And my own mother got her account hacked, and someone completely took it over. So that's why I always tell you guys, I know that you're sweet and you're kind, but we do not allow you to post links on our channels. And if you send me an email and say, oh, Lester, look at this, this is hilarious, and there's a link, I will never open it. I will never open that link because I'm sorry, this is my business. And no matter how cute or how innocent it may be, I could just not. I would not be able to go 6 months. I couldn't go 2 months with no income, okay? And these animals could not go without. And so I'm sorry if you get your feelings hurt that I don't open your emails when they have links, but I'm not going to open a link. I will never open a link. Now, on the contrary, unfortunately, sometimes I have to include a link. And so you're gonna say, well, how come you won't open my link, yet you want me to open yours? Well, yeah, sometimes the world is run that way, guys. The world is sometimes unfairly run that way. All I can do is let you know that if it's really me, then you can trust the link I'm gonna send you. But you better make sure it's really me first. So just know that links are the gateway to taking you directly to some really neat places. And links can also be directly sending you to spammers and hackers and people who want into your account. Alrighty, so just be very, very cautious anytime that you click on links. Alrighty. Okay, so everything's been fed. Now, in case you're wondering why I've not fed the cows, guys, the cows have a feed buggy. They also have dry hay, and they have plenty of green grass. I feed the horses just mere cups of food, not bucketfuls. There are 8 horses and a pony, and they shared a bucket and a half of grain amongst them, one time a day. And that's usually towards the nighttime, because by day, we do want them to get up, get out, graze, forage, eat their hay, eat their grasses, and do all the things, okay? And I'm also really loving the horses going to their stalls. I love seeing the horses in their stalls at least one time a day. It makes me feel so very accomplished knowing that these horses can go to a stall, because there could always come a time when you need them to be in a stall, and what you want is for them to be comfortable with it. Guys, I'm not reading comments right now. You know I can't read a darn thing with no glasses. Now, what we're gonna do in a couple of minutes, For the first time ever, look who has gone inside the barn. For the first time ever, who is that inside the barn? That's going to be Emperor Ed. Emperor Ed is inside the barn. Yes. Remember, it was my hope that eventually all of our little calves would start going inside the barn. Now remember, I have a doggy door in there. And as of right now, Emperor Ed has gone inside the doggy door, and he's also nibbling on some green hay. I love it. I love it that he's in there, because I want these little calves to learn that come wintertime or come rainy days, they have a place to go, that they can get out of the weather. Their moms can still see them. They can't get in any trouble. Oh, but Loretta is so jealous. Loretta is so gosh darn jealous that that calf is in there eating that green hay, that alfalfa, because she's like, hey, Ed, pass me some over here. Ed, pass me some over here. Now look at Georgie. Look at King Georgie here. Here's King Georgie over here drinking water like some big girls. Or Calamity. No, I'm sorry. Caroline and Clementine. And then, and then over here along the backside of the barn, you can see we have Captain Kirk and Liberty Bell, or Libby. Over here in the pasture, I see Sir Scotty. There's Duke of Dalscone. And then over here laying beside the roll of hay with Mom is the new baby. So that's really neat. All right, that's really cool. All right, let's go get that water turned off. Look at that moon. Boy, look at that moon, will you? I do believe that might be a full one. Can I try to zoom in without getting you all vertigoed out? Ain't that something? Ain't that something? All right, guys, let's walk over and turn our horse water off. And by now, we should be able to let our horses out of their stalls without too much riffraff. And then, if you want, I would love to invite you inside for a bit. Yeah, that's a really pretty moon. I would not be upset if those clouds dropped us an inch of rain. I tell you what, an inch of rain would be so nice. Even though we're still looking really, really good here, I feel so bad for the other property there. If you guys watched the video today about the alpaca, which may have been, hey, listen, I'm just going to say this myself. If you don't mind me saying so, even though there was a sponsored ad, which I hate that part about it, but that was probably a very hypeable video, because it was fun and funny trying to corral and herd those darn alpaca. And then I could not figure out which goat had gotten out. Oh, it was fun and quite embarrassing. This is what I love, when they put their heads over the edge. I love when they put their heads over. You all done? All right, I'm proud of you, okay? I should open your gate last. I have been told, guys, I've been told to open his door last. What I've been told by so many of you, and I kind of think it's good advice. You have told me to walk to the end and open the gates coming back this way. How many agree with that advice? How many agree with the advice of walking to the end and start opening gates, working myself that way? Back up, Ivy. Back up, sweetie. Ivy, you can't. Okay, fine. You know what? Just come on out. Just do whatever you want to do, Ivy. Just do whatever you want to do. But here comes problems. Here we go. Back. Come on, Ivy. You just can't stand there and look around. You can lead or you can follow. Lead or follow, Ivy. Just can't stand there and do nothing. Bucky's, you okay? All right. Stormy, you ready? Come on, beautiful. Roman, I need to get behind you. Rita, baby girl, you're about gonna break your bungee cord. Rita, you're about to break the bungee cord, sweetie. Back, back, back. Don't break my bungee cord, sweet baby girl. You don't want to break my bungee cord. Now, see, this is where we get a lot of congestion. This is where we start having issues. We start getting all this congestion here, then we start having problems. Roman, I need to be right where you're at, and I do not want to get kicked, okay? Hey, can you walk 2 steps forward just so I can be a little bit safer? Roman, could you take 2 steps forward for Daddy? 2 steps forward, just so I can open this gate and not be so scared. I do not want to get kicked accidentally, okay? Gemma, hold up, sweetie. We're waiting for Roman to make up his mind. Roman is not real sure what he wants to do. I only need 2 big steps, bud. 1, 2. Okay, here we go, Gemma. Roman is a really sweet guy. You see what Roman did for you? So you don't have to be so scared. You can come out of there and feel a little bit more at peace. Here, back up. There you go. All right, come on. All right, everybody's free. Everybody's good. Now listen. I do not have to go turn off that water spigot or that water spout. I can go turn off my main. If I just go turn off my main water valve, the whole chute, the whole caboodle turns off, okay? The whole caboodle turns off if I go turn off the main, all right? Then every faucet out here shuts down. There can be no accidental spillages. That's why I wear this, because I have to turn off that main. Tomorrow, when I'm ready to do my waters, I'll reverse the process. I'll go turn the main on, knowing that I'm gonna start filling the horse water, and then I'll walk around and fill the others. Okay? So there is a process. There's a method to my madness. A lot of people talking about Danny and Ruby and sending a lot of information about depression in animals and how there's not a lot of information on how to treat it besides time and attention. Time and attention. You don't go get a prescription for your cow for depression, friends. All right? So all you can really do, if that is in fact what's wrong with Danny and Ruby, is continue to give them time and attention. And so we're just going to keep doing what we do and loving on our babies, because through all of the process of, you know, being bred, developing a baby, hold on, having a baby, one of them miscarried a baby. The other one, you know, lost her baby, or was taken from her. And then when we took it to A&M to have it worked on, ended up losing her baby. And now they're sitting there watching other cows who have babies. And then you may say, well, that's not true, Lester. That's not true, Lester. That's ridiculous. Because if that was the case, then wouldn't Charlene be depressed? Well, here's what I'm going to tell you about that. There are a lot of women who can get pregnant, have a baby, lose it or give it away, or send that baby to grandma's and never bat an eye. Never bat an eye. So no, I do not think that all cows are the same, just as I don't think that all moms are the same, just as all dads are not the same. What's that expression say? That any man, pretty much any man, can father a child, but not every man can be a daddy. I think I said that right. Y'all give me one moment to get me a water bottle. Whew. I'll tell you what, y'all want to go outside and TT? You want to go TT? Come on, go TT. Trixie TT? No? Stella, no? All right. Well, I did not come into love right now. I did not come into love. Well, I come in to love you. I did not come in to love right now, baby girl. I did not come in to love right now, okay? I just came in to wind down this live stream. Let me get my light on. And then turn this light off. Take off my cap. Let me get me a sweat towel. Okay, girls. Out of Daddy's way. Okay. A pair of glasses. Those are pretty clean. An indoor cap. I am going to wipe these off just right quick. Now remember, this is the first time that I'm seeing any comments whatsoever, so please don't be thinking that I'm purposely ignoring you. I did bring coffee over. Yes, thank you. That's a great question. I did bring coffee. I hope that I did not offend people with that comment about Charlene, because that's what I think I'm reading now, is a lot of people might have been offended with my Charlene comment. The coyote video, yes, I have the coyote video, but guys, I'm just trying to space my videos out. I cannot post multiple times per day. Oh, I would love to, but I already drive you crazy as it is by posting as much as I do. And even if you don't mind, I don't want to anger all of the other creators. So someone asked me, am I lagging? So I don't see that I'm lagging. I have all of my bars, and so I feel like I'm okay. Now, you may see the computer differently than I do, but I do not think that I'm lagging. So if there's any buffering or lagging, I do think it might be on your end. And then everyone in the comments are saying that there's no lag. So you might have to restart your computer, guys. Remember, and this is more advice that I give you for free. I'm good about that, right? Giving free advice. I'm sorry, but it's not a bad idea to restart your device often. And by restarting your device, be it your phone or your laptop or your iPad, by restarting can refresh everything. Because what you may not realize, and it's unfortunate, but in all of our devices, there's things called cookies. There's things called cookies, y'all. They're called cookies. And they're running in the background. So even though you think that you're watching a channel and that's all that you're watching, behind the scenes, it's like in a notebook of tabs that you can't see. There's other tabs that are opened and they're running, and it's recording all kinds of information. It's sending all kinds of info all over the place. So that's why I suggest you restart your devices often. Miss Megan says, guys, you can also clear your cookies. Now, Miss Megan, I want to ask you a question and you be honest with me. Miss Megan, I want you and I want your honesty. Do you really think there's any way to teach these sweet folks how to clear or clean their cookies? Now, I know some of y'all could do it, but most of you all would be completely lost if Miss Megan or if Miss Vanessa wants you to clear your cache or your cache or empty your cookies. I'm afraid that might send people over the edge, okay? I'm afraid that by trying to teach people to clear their cache or empty their cookies would just put them over the edge. I know it would put me over the edge. Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, 2 women who know this about me would be Miss Vanessa and Miss Megan. And they know that even though I make my living, or at least I try to on social media, I am not computer literate. Tell them, Megan, it's okay. Tell them, Vanessa. Tell them it's okay.
Just tell them. Gemma goes, I eat my cookies. Me too. I eat cookies. I don't want to clear them. I eat them. Oh boy. No. Megan and Vanessa know that I come to them all the time with technical advice, and I'm looking for help, and I just don't know what I'm doing. And then poor Vanessa, y'all, she has a full-time job, as does Miss Keisha. But I asked Vanessa for so much on the side. I say, Vanessa, can you please do this? Can you please do this? Can you figure out how to do this? Can you? And she has really mastered helping me with my YouTube, trying to figure everything out. And it's made my life so much easier. So, yeah. So, no, I do agree. I do agree with what both Vanessa and Megan are saying about clearing those cookies and cleaning up that cache. I don't know if it's called cache or cache, guys. I don't know how you pronounce it. I think it's called a cache, even though there's like a French E on the back of it. I just don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's cache, but like I said, I'm not tech savvy, so I don't know. But so it is cache. So it's spelled like French cache. No, look at everyone agreeing. I'm sorry. Look at everyone disagreeing. There are disagreements in the comments. That means that even we as a family here, a social media family, don't all agree on how you pronounce it. Some are saying you say it like cash, like money, cash. And there's others who are saying it's cache, you pronounce the A on the end of it. So even we can't agree. Now we know how it's spelled, C-A-C-H with the letter E, cash. But I think it's pronounced cash. So I'm so sorry. Don't get me involved in all of this. Yes, I do know that our devices will hold and store and save things. And we do have to find a way to clear those things out. But if you find yourself lagging or buffering and no one else is, it's probably because you have those things are full. And so I just say restart your device. All right. So now, so as far as Danny and Ruby goes, we've already had the vet do their blood work, and they are not deficient. They are not deficient in any vitamins or minerals. There's none of that BVD floating around. So we're very blessed for that. But I've also said that I feel like I know my animals. And I know they're not the same. There's something going on. There's something going on. And if it is, in fact, maybe some kind of a depression that they're going through because of what they experienced, in the fact that Ruby miscarried a calf and Danny was able to give birth to hers, and then we lost it a couple of days later. So there's plenty of places on the internet that will tell you how to diagnose it. And I feel like they do have depression. But there's nothing to tell you what to do besides time and attention. And so we just have to make sure that we continue to give them time and attention. Alrighty? Someone else reminded us to also empty the trash. Yeah, a lot of times we can fill up the trash on a computer, on a device. You drag things to the trash. But what you have to do is not just empty the trash, but also empty the trash from the trash. Like a complete delete. It is so complicated, guys. How have we made it this far? And let's be honest, don't y'all wish that technology would just stop and slow down for a bit? Just technology, slow down for a bit. Please, technology, slow down for a bit. Guys, you have to see this. I can't show it to you, but hold on. I want y'all to hear about this one. I'm sure you probably already have. What's my password? Okay, I'm going to pull this up for you all. What is the AI actress name? Okay, so there's this new Hollywood actress. Boy, she is a looker, y'all. She is a looker. And Hollywood is all angry. Hollywood is angry. Guys, Hollywood is angry. Watch out, you make Hollywood get angry, because her name is Tilly Norwood. Guys, and she's completely AI. Everything about her is AI. And she is, I'm afraid, the future. She is everywhere. And she is funny. And she's witty. And she's cute. And she's very well spoken. And she's everything that men and women would love, just love to watch and spend time watching, be it commercials, or be it movies, or be it talk shows. And guess what? She's not real. She's not real. You would never know it. You watch about 5 seconds of anything that she does, and you just fall in love with her personality, her charm, her uniqueness. And guys, she's complete AI. She's fake as they get. Oh my God. And I'm thinking, what's next? What's next? So Lisa, if you've never heard of her, you will. Oh, I'm afraid that we all will. And at that point, it just goes to show you that you no longer know what's real or what's fake anymore. You just don't know. And that is so very scary. So very scary. Because many of us receive all of our news from social media or from biased news sources. And what that means is, before long, you could have AIs taking the place of our most popular journalist. And AIs take the place of all of our favorite talk show hosts. And AIs take the place of actually guests on talk shows. And AIs are doing everything that we enjoy watching. And then where does that leave us? Where does that leave us? Like, the entire human experience is gone, because now there's very little that's human. So I think that we should all be very, very careful to make sure that we try to stay as far from the AI as possible. But at this point, I do not think we can stop it, guys. I do not think we can stop it. Hey, and then thank you for, I did not see which moderator said it, but guys, don't spam the comments by screaming about the chickens. It's not time yet. It's not time to put the chickens away. I will put the chickens away before I leave here. The chickens will go inside when they're ready, and I will close the door before I leave here. And I'll turn on the alarm, and I'll turn on the sensor light, and I'll do all of those things. But by you saying it 50 times, I'm sure you have the best of intentions, but it becomes like that annoying little kid, that annoying kid who's grabbing your shirt, grabbing your pocket, grabbing your tie. And don't be that kid. Don't be that immature child, okay? Just let it go, y'all. Let it go. They go to roost on their own. And all I do is close the door when it's time. All right? Sandra knew I was going to say that. Sandra, how do you know me so darn well? How does Sandra know me so darn well? So, well, listen, I have had you for over an hour, and I'm going to have to let you guys go now. It's just unethical for me to keep you longer. There's other channels that I know would like to have some of your time and attention before bed. But I will say thank you so much for being so kind to me and for allowing me to make those videos today and not giving me too much of a hard time about it. And I don't know if you're just blowing sunshine up my ass, as my dad would say, but your comments were so kind. And you don't have to be that kind. You don't. You don't have to be that kind unless you really mean it. Remember what we talked about this morning? This morning we talked about something, and many of y'all don't watch the morning show, the Coffee Club. But this morning we talked about something that we have to get back to. In the old days, what you saw, you profess with your mouth. What you see is what you profess, right? And so we've kind of gotten to where we feel like we have this filter where we see things that are just absurd, yet we have to make sure that we don't say it. We don't say how absurd things are. We have to ignore them or act like it's not happening, or it's just going to go away. It's just a bad dream. And so that's what I'm trying to say. If the commercials are cheesy and you find no value in them, just know that I have to do this for a little bit. I need this for the next 3 months, okay? I need this little side gig for the next 3 months, okay? But I will try. I will work really hard to make them fun. I will try so hard to make them fun, funner and gooder, all right? And if you really do not enjoy them, just know that I have to do it through Christmas, okay? And thank y'all for being understanding of that. I'm not going to overdo it. I will try not to do more than one a week. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, thank you, though, for those who really are sincerely complimentary on that generator video. Don't forget, I'll put those YouTube shorts out tomorrow. But those are short, and then I'll put a couple of even shorter TikToks out on Wednesday, and then I'll be completely done with the generator video. Even though I got an email today from another generator company. It's not near as fancy. It's not near as fancy, who wants me to do one. And I'm like, I didn't say no, and I haven't said yes, because I kind of think that Jackery is like top of the line, and it's going to be really hard to take a lesser generator and make it to be as, build it up as much, if in fact I can see that it's lesser. Now maybe it might be wonderful, and if it is wonderful, then I don't mind telling you that it's wonderful. But I don't want to be accused of being fake. I just don't want to be that kind of guy who will just say anything for $1. So, all right, well, listen, guys, I promise I'm not going to keep you guys all night. Thank you so very much. We are very blessed to have you, and I want to thank you just for being who you are. The good, the bad, and the ugly, guys. The good, the bad, and the ugly. All righty? Thank you all so much. We love you, and we will... Hold on. Someone asked if they see my blue eyes. Stop. You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me. Stop. All right, we love you guys. Mwah! Chef kisses, you guys. Chef kisses to you all.